First of all, my name is Alhassan. I had polycystic kidney disease. That's a hereditary disease. What it means is that you have cysts in your kidney. I noticed it when I started peeing blood. Just woke up one day, went to pee, and it was blood that came out. So I rushed to the hospital then in Abuja. And I saw a specialist who told me to do a scan, and I did the CT scan. And he gave me the diagnosis of polycystic kidney disease. He told me that it was not something that was serious, that I just needed to drink more water, and that it was normal for the blood to come and it would stop. So I said, okay. The blood would stop for a while, then it would come for 2 weeks straight, stuff like that. But in December, it came with pain, and they told me to run a scan, and the scan, this was my 5th scan. I think the person who was doing the scan was very careful this time, and she found a mass. So I went in to see the urologist, and he confirmed that he had lost that kidney. So there had to be a radical refectomy, which is that they remove the kidney and then would depend on the other one, which was also still polycystic, but would depend on it. I think I was upset about how all the wrong diagnosis had led to this. I had a conversation with 2 people. I spoke to my family. I spoke to my boss at the time. And my boss especially said, nah, not Nigeria. I should find out about Dubai. And then I found out about Dubai, and I came to Dubai a few days later. Went to the hospital here in Dubai to see the urologist I'd been talking to from Nigeria, and he confirmed the diagnosis. And so we had to do the radical nephrectomy ASAP. So they did it, and then they took out the mass that was seen around the kidney. They did a biopsy on the mass, and they pronounced it as a cancerous tumor. However, there was nothing left in my body after the surgery. The oncologist said he couldn't see any signs of any cancer anymore. So you fast forward to somewhere around October 2021, I started to notice that I had a bump on my left side, just above where the surgery had been done. I complained, went to the urologist. The urologist says it's possible that it's just from the surgery, that I doesn't think is anything. After not being comfortable with these people, I changed. Someone referred me to another oncologist, and I did find out from the other oncologist after running another PET scan that my cancer was back. This time it was stage 4, and it started to grow, and that's why I could see from outside. At this time it was bad, really bad. The only thing that was used for was for medication and hospital, which was very expensive at the time. Basically, they wanted it to shrink. So every month I had to keep taking this medication called Pazopani. This is actually oral chemotherapy. For my type of cancer, you can't use the regular chemotherapy. So this is oral chemotherapy. So that was that for the last. This is it. And I took it for the first 6 months to try and shrink it. After the first 3 months, it actually shrunk. Then I think about 9 weeks later than that, it started to grow aggressively again. Before the first round of donation, we had already surpassed $100,000. It was shocking to us, but it drained all of us in the family, to be honest. You still have to continue life, you still have to take care of your child. So it was hard, but we thank God we're still here. God is the provider, and life is more important. Once I get back on my feet, we'll trace back and get our resources by God's grace. Now I've been told to do 2 things. To start with a drug called cabozantinib. This is the drug, and this is a drug with 30 tablets and costs about $10,000. You've never heard a drug cost this much. And this is because my doctor found a plug for me that I could sell this low, because in America I learned that it was $28,000 and for a pack of 30 tablets, but it's best taken with nivolumab. Nivolumab is another drug that is for immunotherapy. Immunotherapy is this IV that once it helps boost your immune system and identify for your immune system that there's cancer in the body. So your immune system attacks the cancer itself. Now, we're going to survive on this, and we're still trying to raise some more money because of immunotherapy. And for how long we're going to do immunotherapy. So hopefully with this cabozantinib and immunotherapy, we should get the tumor shrunk enough, and hopefully that would be the end of it. It's a vulnerable thing to do. Opening up to people like this is a vulnerable thing to do. It's even more vulnerable. You ask for help and people help you overwhelmingly, and then you come back and say, "Oh, I need more help." It's decisions I had to make in my mind that it messed with my mental state. But what would I lose if I don't even know? Some people will talk, but it doesn't matter. The point is, if you want to live like I want to live, it makes you just trust in human beings again. So this is what I would say. Thank you. If you're laying down in your room now, you are sick, and your family is around you, you don't know how to get help, I think you should look at Bless Me and see. You just never know. And I hope that Nigerians are more encouraged to see Bless Me as an app that they can just go to randomly when they want to do charity, when they feel like charity. Just go to Bless Me and bless people and see how God blesses you back. I think that's what I will do once I'm out of here and I'm financially sound again. I will just continue to bless people that I don't know, because from this I gather that it's a beautiful feeling to be helped by people you do not know. I noticed that some people just put on their Bless Me posts and abandon it there. No, you have to share with your friends. You have to be open and be very, very vulnerable. Just open up to your friends and ask them to share for you. For God's sake, just help. Tell them to share for you. Share what your problem is. The problem shared, they say, is the problem solved. Bless Me is very different because it's one of the first apps that's open to Nigerians like this, and I think that the more Bless Me gets around, the more that people will see how I can't explain how blessed you feel when you see people take away that financial stress off your shoulder. I think Bless Me will do such a wonderful job in helping people around the country and possibly around the world. It's such a beautiful, beautiful platform, and I'm grateful. The first round, I found that I knew maybe 30% of the people that donated. About 70% of people, like I had no idea where they came from, man. I was exposed to those people, and it made me feel good about how good we are as the people in Nigeria. And I thank every one of them. I pray for them every time I put my head on the ground. I pray for them every time. And I pray that God rewards them for that kind gesture they did, from the people that donated into the millions to the people that donated 10 Naira, 1 Naira, $1. The people that blessed me have also been fantastic to me. And I pray that God helps them in their own lives, in their endeavors. And to all my friends and family, I'm grateful, really grateful.